Very often then you're going to run out of space up in this upper pane, and so I often will put the detail view to the right so that I can very easily drag and drop once I have things established. Now, let's say I wanted to come up after I've done some of this with a hierarchical relationship with things, or I already see kind of a hierarchical relationship amongst concepts that I'm coding. I can use tree nodes to deal with that. Tree nodes are used for kind of focus coding or second pass coding or axial coding, whatever you want to call it. And that's when you start piecing open coding or first pass coding things together. So you can paste those unstructured, unrelated nodes into some broader categories, but you can also do some of that on the fly as you go along. So for instance, I might come up with the idea of, gosh, there's probably going to be a whole bunch of codes that go with student reactions. And so what are the types of student reactions? Well, those can be sub codes underneath or children of a broader code. So here we have a type of reaction. So I'm going to just right-click in Tree Nodes and hit New Tree Node. What is its name? It's going to be reactions. Again, you can always change the name of stuff. And if I think about it, is it going to be reactions? This could be reactions to other students. So I can give it nicknames, I can do all sorts of other stuff, but really, that's helpful when you're doing very big stuff or you've gotten more facile with this. But if you're not, just give it a regular name. So I've created a new node. I have this text selected. I can go and move it over and drag and drop. And now reactions to other students will be part of the coding. And it should show up as it does under tree nodes. Now, here, this is one kind of reaction to another student. There could be intellectual reactions, there could be emotional reactions, there can be, arguing. We could do all sorts of stuff. But it seems to me that this is certainly a kind of emotional reaction to another student. And so I can do a new tree node. And when I click on that tree node that I already had and create a new tree node, it actually creates it as a child. You can see it under the hierarchy. Tree nodes, reaction to other students, and now it's going to be underneath that. And this is going to be emotional memories. And now that node is going to appear under it. Emotional memories. And so I can go and drag and click this into emotional memories. Notice I've coded this at 4 places, the exact same text. And you may want to do that. And really, in the early process, you want to just go with the flow and let your imagination go all over the place. So now I have it as a child. Notice that it's listed underneath that. You can expand or contract the trees based on this plus or minus sign over here, clicking on it. But now we have emotional memories as one kind of reactions to other students. And we see that there. You can put all sorts of interesting hierarchies here and play with it. You can also play with cases or relationships or matrices, all sorts of stuff in the same way. You right-click in the space. If I want a new tree node not related to this one, for instance, then I need to click somewhere that it isn't, and it will put it at the highest level of the hierarchy. But this is just another simple way to code, and that's making those tree nodes. Let's say I wanted to put something that I have in a free node under a tree node. Well, maybe digging up the past is a child of that emotional reaction. So I can take this I can cut or copy. I prefer copying things so that there's always a second place in it. And then if I go to Tree Nodes, click on where I want to paste it under, emotional memories, I can either merge it into a new child node or merge it into the selected node. I want it into a new child node. Merge as tree node, yes. And it says, well, do you want to keep all the things that were selected with it? Sure. And what do we want to call this? Digs of memories. You do this. And I've gone and I've copied something underneath emotional memories from my tree nodes. And so you can merge things together. And I could have pasted that and just merged the two things into the broader concept. But in this case, I kept it as its own thing underneath. And that is how you can use tree nodes.